Back like we never left. And today we have a special video. I'm not sure how many of you guys know about this. This is a stream I did with MattB, Mugiwara MattB, last week. We talked about a bunch of stuff that basically revolves around One Piece. So this is just a clip of it, just a little bit of it. The main stream, the video to it, will be in the description box down below so you guys can check out the full video. It's a very long video, but this is just a snippet of some of the things we talked about. So definitely check it out. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Peace.
All right, here we go. We're here. So what's good, you guys? I'm here with Brago the Ace, and we're just gonna, do some
everybody. What's popping?
So what's oh good, snap! You guys? Let me cut that out. Everybody's been trying to get us together, and we're finally here. And we're just gonna go. We're gonna wing it. We just having fun and talking some One Piece. If you guys want us to touch on anything in the comment section, just tell us, and then make sure everybody likes the stream so we can pass it around. Get more people in here.
Definitely like the stream. Retweet it on Twitter. I tweeted the stream just a while ago, so retweet that on Twitter so we can get some more people in here.
Retweet that, retweet it. All of that good stuff. So let's just start this off. What did you think of One Piece this year? How how did you feel about One Piece?
This year, because this year popped off, right?
With Zoe.
When did Dressrosa end?
It ended
for One Piece.
When did
Dressrosa ended? Is it last year or this year?
I think it was. I have to check. I think it was. It was either at the end of last year or at the beginning of this year.
Exactly. So it's like I feel like this year consisted of the Zoe stuff,
and Whole Cake Island
stuff. Right, the Whole Cake Island stuff. But I feel like this year for One Piece, I think better for me because of the pacing as far as the manga. I did enjoy Dressrosa. Zoe and the pacing was so much better. And even the revelations we got with Raizo and the Minx, I think this year for One Piece has been a great year. I mean, hype around it because me personally, I feel like a lot of people sleep on Sanji. And a lot of people do. I don't get it, but people hate Sanji for some reason. I guess because of how much Zoro's been built up. But
yeah,
this year I was expecting a lot of great things. We got the Vin Smoke as far as Sanji's backstory, everything that he went through. So that made me like Sanji as a character even more. Compared to last year, I think this year takes it for me because it's like so many more possibilities just off of this year. So I think,
off of this year, so many things just opened up, that we didn't have before. So I definitely agree.
Right. So like I was actually planning on making a stream about this, but the top 10 chapters of 2016. I feel like it's going to be tough to narrow it down because at first, the first part, I forgot what chapter it is, but Luffy versus Cracker. Like when that initially happened, that was a great chapter for me. I think the Luffy versus Sanji, when Sanji was beating on Luffy, that was another great chapter.
Oh, you know that chapter was probably my favorite of the year. Like,
really?
The reason why I say this was because, or why I say that is because the dynamic between, we've never seen anyone in the crew denounce Luffy's dream. Everyone is always like, hey, Luffy, we believe in you, we trust you. And even though it was fake, you see that interaction between Luffy and a crewmate was crazy to me. And then just the ending of the chapter, whenever Luffy was screaming to Sanji, like, I can't and I won't become the Pirate King. Oh my God.
Yeah, that
was just tough. Like,
that was really
to see that animated.
That was really
to see it animated.
Yeah, because it's just like, first of all, for Sanji, like when you thought about Sanji before this year, You thought of the fact that, okay, we saw what he went through with Zeph, but he didn't know anything pretty much before that. So like this year, Sanji now, you think about his past with Vinsmoke, everything he went through, you know, even the sacrifices Reiju made for him to escape. It's like, yo, Sanji's been through a lot, man. And then even now he's still going through it, which is like,
yeah, he's still going through it.
yeah,
And it's
man.
but it's all gonna be, you know, a good payoff because he's obviously gonna get some type of crazy power up where he's gonna get his shine. You know,
Yes.
it's only a matter of time. So, you know,
Yeah, because
and
people talk about the whole Zoro thing. And Zoro, like, listen, man, has the only L Zoro has really taken. What L has Zoro taken any L's in the New World? I don't feel like he's even taken any L's in the New World.
No, Zoro has pretty much been untouchable in the New World. The only slip up that Zoro has had is whenever they got knocked out by the Yeti Cool brothers.
That is true.
That that's the only slip up. But other than that, Zoro Zoro looks so good right now that some people even think he's stronger than Luffy. Like he looks so good, you know, that some like, and I don't agree with this, but some people want to argue that Zoro could even fight against Luffy, or like that he could win. And I'm just like,
he's not winning. He's definitely pushing him to Gear 4. He's doing that.
Oh yeah. It would be a good fight, but Luffy would win. But I just think that it's crazy that Zoro, and this is nothing but the writing, obviously, because, you know, Sanji is like Sanji and Zoro are obviously not treated fairly, in my personal opinion. And I don't understand why Sanji gets so much hate, because he's so like cool. He's so the way that he fights is unique. I like it. I like it. I really do.
Sanji's a lovable character. I don't know why people shit on him so much. I guess because, well, that's the thing with the community sometimes, though, right? Like, you have, before the Kaido and Kid thing, Kid was hyped up so much as far as him being stronger than Luffy, him being the monster, all this stuff. And then when you saw that he lost more than likely to Kaido, everybody's now like, Kid is trash. And it's just like, really?
Well,
like,
see,
do we think Luffy's anything different is happening there? That's crazy.
This is my thing with Kid, okay? It's all solely based off hype. You know, everything that we've like any opinions that that anyone has on Kid. And then his bounty was so high because he kills people. That was stated. He kills people.
Right.
So and he doesn't care. So, you know,
with that though, I feel like that gets his bounty higher, but that's not the only reason. I feel like it's a lot more to Kid. You know what I mean?
It's definitely not the only reason. Definitely not the only reason.
Right. So it's and then it's like, I feel like it was portrayed too. It was portrayed too, like at Shabondi. It showed that Kid and Luffy are pretty much on the same level.
Oh yeah, like Kid, Luffy, and Law. I say they're all like right there.
They're all on the same level. I think after Dressrosa, me personally, I think Law put in more work than Luffy versus Doflamingo. I mean, I think he was the guy that got Doflamingo to the point. But people kind of shit on Law now, say like Luffy has no chance. Law has no chance against Luffy based on Dressrosa. I'm like, really? Did we see all the shit that Law can do? Yes, people sleep on Law now.
Dude, you can't sleep on Law. That's look. Law fought from the beginning of Dressrosa all the way until the end. Literally.
Yep.
He fought Fujitora. He fought Doflamingo. He fought Fujitora and Doflamingo at the same time. I think he'll work with them for to take them down, but after that he's gonna be like, yo, I don't get down like that. Like, you know.
Reluctantly. It's like I had made a theory last year about Killer, and that Killer is actually gonna show up at the wedding. like now we still don't know where Killer is. You know what I mean? And it's just that, I mean, Killer did make the right decision by getting out of there, because if he's locked up, Kid's locked up, there's nobody that can really help Kid to get out. So I think he made the right decision. At this point, where is Killer? And how is Killer going to help Kid escape from Kaido? Because the only thing I can see Killer doing is asking Luffy or Law and those guys for help. Even though you knew Kid would not want that, but Kid didn't want him to ally with Apu and Hawkins either.
Yeah, he didn't want to ally with them to begin with. You know, I think like it seems that there's gonna be an 11 Supernova reunion on Wano. That's what it seems.
That would be cool.
It seems that everything is pointing directly to that, because you know we have Apu, Basil Hawkins, Kid, and
Killer should be there.
Who else was it? Yeah, Killer. They were all together, and now we don't. Well, now we know that Kid got captured, and we know that it seems like Apu is working with Kaido right now. Didn't he call him like Master Kaido or something like that, or Kaido-sama?
Yep. He is working with him.
So he's working with them, but I think that he's probably just working with them until he sees the right opportunity to say, "Hey, all right, there's enough of you guys now that I can, like, you know, defect." And
I can dip out, right?
Exactly. So look, and now that you think, and now that I thought about it, Drake, it seems to have the umbrella of Kaido, you know, as well. So that's 5 Supernova on one place, and one place, and
already
we know, and we know that Law and Zoro are already heading there. So that's 7.
That's 7. Only 2. We have Bonnie.
We have Bonnie and we have Rouge. And we know that Bonnie saw the newspaper of Luffy and Law.
Yeah.
And then she was like,
Kaido. He could be interested and head to Wano.
Exactly. Aru saw Kaido, and he might have been like, "Hey, you know, like what's going on?" Something like that might have caught his attention. And Bonnie, she read the newspaper, and she might be looking for, you know, Luffy and Law, or she might go and like seek them out, say, "Hey, help me out, you know, like let me team up with you guys." So
that would be crazy. It's just Capone now, right? Just Capone,
and then it's just Capone. It's just Capone, but Capone is going to get found out at some point or another about all of the shady shit that he's doing. So he's going to be bad with Big Mom as well. So he might look to Luffy. He might look to Luffy and say, "Hey, I can escape with you guys." Yeah. And Luffy's going to Wano. So Luffy can arrive to Wano with himself and then Capone, possibly.
That's true.
Possibly on Capone, or Capone may just follow. But it seems that there's about to be 11 Supernova reunion on Wano.
If all of them are Wano, all of them to take down Kaido.
I think that they're gonna agree to take down Kaido, but not at that moment. I think that they're gonna I think that they're gonna regroup, and I really believe that this war is gonna happen on Fishman Island.
Okay, so with the Fishman Island thing, the theory that I had about Fishman Island is that
we know that Kaido wants Momonosuke. Like, they want him. And if they realize that Momonosuke is traveling with Luffy, that's just going to be more reason for them to go after, you know, like to, all right, we got you. And
with, like, Sean just made a good point. He was like, 2 Yonkos fighting on the water is risky. Landmass would be destroyed.
Well, see, this is the thing. Just because 2 Yonko are in the same place doesn't mean that 2 Yonko are going to be fighting against each other.
Okay.
If you factor in everything, the Marines are going to want to get involved in on this as well.
Yeah, that's true.
This isn't going to be like it's not just going to be a simple war with your Supernovas versus Yonko. You have to involve the Marines into it as well, because the Marines are factors. Like the Marines are trying to expand their territory in the New World just as much as the Yonko are. So if they see that 2 Yonko can be defeated right now, they're going to jump on that as well.
You ever seen like these fights where you have that friend that's continuously hyping up the friend, right? Because Dofi was on the phone, right?
Yep.
The phone, like, you don't know how strong Virgo is.
Yeah, you
And
remember
Virgo
what
got
happened the
hype.
last time. Yeah.
You remember what happened the last time Virgo got hype? And then Virgo's like, man, I'm just going to rush in there. And Law, then it's like that friend rushes in and he gets one-shotted.
Remember whenever Kuma was ordered to destroy the Straw Hats, Sengoku ordered that. But he was mad about doing that. He was mad about, telling them to, like he was mad about Kuma, like telling Kuma to destroy them.
Yeah, so it's like Sengoku, he's just like, he's really about his duty. Like, no matter how messed up it is, he's gonna do it because that's his duty as a Marine. Where Aokiji, he blurs the lines a bit, where he has a strong sense of duty, but he also knows what's right and what's wrong, and he's gonna do the right thing. Where it's like more Goku ever would. Where Fujitora, it's like, and that's hilarious because he's blind, but it's like with Fujitora, it's like with him, it's like either it's right or it's wrong. I mean, he does have the gambling thing, but for him, I think he has a strong sense of justice as well, where he would be more like Aokiji, where he, like, I mean, he showed it, how he showed up like Kainu with on Dressrosa.
Yeah, and Fujitora is my favorite admiral right now.
I have to agree there. Fuji's my favorite admiral as well.
Like, what his goal to overthrow the Shichibukai, I want to see what the Gorosei think about that. I want to see, and I want to see if Fujitora is going to make an appearance at the Reverie. And I think that he did say that he was.
I think
because if he's at the Reverie, right? And just think about this. You already have somebody who has the intent to ask the world government, yo, what's up with the poneglyphs? Then someone else possibly might call the government out on their system with the Shichibukai. Like that, like, dude, if all of that gets like thrown out on the plate, then the world, like we're possibly going to see like the true colors of the world government, like as if we already don't know them. But it would make it would make me feel better for the world government, like for the Gorosei to just come out and say, all right, we don't give a fuck about like the world. We only care about ourselves.
Would go towards, but I feel like that's just way too simple. It's like everybody pretty much called that.
Yeah, everybody did, but like everybody called it because of really his dialogue with Smoker. You know how he said